So we'll continue with understanding. Now we are on the Boolean operators as we get to perform academic researches, as we get to research. So we need to make sure that the information that we are getting is information that is within the context of the research that we are making. And as we get to research, especially when we are using Google, so information will come in a lot of it. Now you want to restrict your information such that you only get the information of interest. So now we are looking at the Boolean operators. So here I'll talk of the and, the or, and the ought, the not. So when I'm talking about and, that will be an intersection of information, and when I'm talking about or, that will be the all information. When I'm talking about not, it will just be one and not the other. So for example, when I'm talking about atoms and elements, if you search atoms and elements, information that is going to come is going to be the atoms, which the information that is talking about both atoms and also elements, that is an intersection of those. When I'm talking about if you search atoms or elements, the information that is going to come will talk about atoms alone, elements alone, and also their intersection, what is similar between them. If you set atoms, not elements, the information that will come will only be on atoms, nothing will come on elements. So that this is used like this to limit the options which come when you perform your research. Okay, so they are used to strengthen these Boolean operators and or and not are used to strengthen the relevance ranking in your search results. Relevance ranking is the sorting of search results so that the most pertinent or the most important documents are listed first as you get to search information. So if you're only interested in atoms, so search atoms, not. So you remove already those things which you know are related to atoms, which can come when you search for atoms. Okay, and so when information comes, information is going to come in such a way that those which have got more pertinence or those which have more importance are going to be listed first, and you can be able to read about them. This is going to reduce on the results which come. So this is a grading that gives extra importance to a document when the search term appear in the headline or are capitalized. Many search engines allow the use of full Boolean searches, searching with logic operators and or not between search terms. So these are put between search terms, and this is going to at least give you relevance ranking of the information that you want. Okay. So we can see and operator is used to combine two or more concepts and narrow a search, or operator is used to contain one or other terms and broaden a search. Not operator is used to exclude one or other term in a search. Now, apart from that, if you don't want a lot of information to come when you make a research, we can also use parentheses and also wordcards. Now, what are these? So parentheses and wordcards will help to narrow your results and make your search more specific on the most appropriate source of your need. So if you look at this, we've got phrases or proximity searching. So when you are searching in this way, you get to use this, or you get to use these brackets. Now these are going to allow you to search for an exact phrase. So you can put crop plantation and put them in those marks like that, or you can say soil condition, putting it in brackets like that. So that will give you information on your soil conditions. That will be specific, and the information that you are going to get, you will not have too many results which you can't even read. Other than you just writing soil condition without putting those, the information that is going to come will be too many. So that is phrase or proximity searching. And you can also talk of truncation or wordcards. So for a truncation, star, or you use this symbol, is going to allow you to search alternative spelling such as child, and then you put a star for child or even childs. So as long as it is child, you put a star. It can come with anything that has got child. The results which will come, since you want to search also for an alternative. So it can be a child or childs or even children, because it is part of child. You can see we have got child in the word children. We have got child in child, also child itself. So this is used to set for an alternative when I'm talking about truncation and root cards. Now when you're talking of alternative spreading, so this can, a question mark can be used to substitute or substitute for characters anywhere in a word, like worm would search for woman and women. Okay, so it can just be used to substitute for characters anywhere in a word, as long as you've written and it is not finished and you just say cat. This can finish, you can find cat, catalog, and just things which contain cat in them. So that is an alternative spelling. And then truncation is going to give us when you get to use a star finishing the word also. So these are something which we can use when you want to limit our searches so that we don't get too many things, or when we want some section. Now search limits. Most database or search platforms allow you to limit a search by author, title, journal, database, and languages. When limiting your search, you can use an advanced search and refine your option on a search platform. There may also be drop down minors, including title, journal search. Here's an example of what has been given here, which is Google Scholar database are given. So you see, you only search for waste management, and there are a lot of things that get to come. So to be able that to make sure that you limit your search, you can use advanced search. Okay, and we'll look at that. Now, how do you get to use all those advanced search and other things? This is where now you get to put, when you search, you put your word in brackets, or you put it in these kind of marks, so that it is going to be what is going to be limited. So that is very very important as we get to do it, so that we will not get too many results at the same time. Okay. Now, how do you save search results? How do you save search results? Because after searching, you might have found the information that is necessary, but you want to maintain those search results. Now, mostly if you get to search on Google, on the, if you are using something, maybe a PC or a phone, on the left here there will be option. There an option there that will be talking. If you press there, it will take you to maybe download, print, and those other things. And for this time around, mostly people don't down people don't print. You simply get to download your work, or even to just save it directly. So most databases and search platforms have options to save, to download, or even print or email the results. So you can just get the results and send them to your email. Okay, so those are able to help us to get the information that we've already researched on. So mobile readers and similar technologies, the print option is used the least. So mostly we don't want to print, because if you're able to save something and just use it on phone and also send it to your email, you can also forward it to others. What would be even the reason of even getting to print out? So save, download, or email options are used the most. One should be careful about what part of the biographic record is saved, downloaded, or even emailed, because just even also these emails or the downloads that you make at times will contain viruses that might affect also your device. So we also need to get careful of that.